User is unfortunately single. I can work in a private company as a sales representative. He's going to tell us questions. Hakan Kaynak questions, Hakan Kaynak.
Fellow members, guests, welcome all you. Questions are very, very important. But before start, let's share with you something funny. I heard recently about this poor guy. He was walking through a public shop and he saw a small child sitting in front of the door and then a huge dog next to him. He approached him and asked, "Son, does your dog bite?" He said, "No sir, my dog doesn't bite." And then he tried to reach the dog. Suddenly, dog jumped to him. He took his hand and asked the boy, "I thought you said your dog doesn't bite." He said, "Sir, it isn't my dog." So asking right questions from time to time is very, very important in our lives. How many of you think asking questions is very, very important? Thank you. Subject to solve a problem. Could you please share? What I do believe is every single development starts with asking questions. A wise man said once, sometimes knowing right questions much better than knowing all the answers. When I heard this phrase at first, I a bit confused because how it comes? If I do know all the answers, why do I need to ask a question? It's completely wrong. Because if you stop questioning, you stop developing. Every single development in this world starts with asking questions. How? Why? When? This sort of question changed our lives huge. Because the scientists start to ask questions. Start to ask questions about words, start to ask questions about every single thing, and then development starts. I'm not the only one. The most important for me scientist in the world has a phrase about asking questions. He said, if I have 1 hour to solve a problem, I do spend 55 minutes to prepare right question to ask. What is important? If you ask the right question, you are going to get the right path to solve your problem. That's why it's that much important asking questions. When I realized that asking questions is that much important, I start to ask questions to myself. I'm going to share with you some of them because there are millions of questions I am asking to myself. I'm going to share with you some most important of them. One is, what makes me happy? What I appreciate more in this life? And where am I working? Who I want to be in the future? This sort of question give me right direction to I want to reach at the end of my life. Because we all do have an end. We are going to be dead in one day. How people going to remember me? Is a rich man? I don't know. Is a good man? Is a bad man? What is most important for me at the end of my life, people going to remember me? I try to think this question and answer. The answer is that much simple. I want to be good people. It doesn't matter for me, rich or poor, at the end of my life. I want to be, people mention me as a good person. And then I modify my life in this direction. I change everything. I used to think my title is very important. The money on my bank account make me feel good. But I realized that, no, material things doesn't make me happy. Emotional things make me happy. And then I focus that point. I used to worry, I'm not going to be a manager. What I realized, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Why do I? Why do I care? Being a manager or CEO or someone else, people care about me. There's no point for me, now and then, which helped to me to get that point. And also, when I come up with a question, come up with a problem in my life, I start to ask questions about the problem. I used to ask, why me? What happened to me? This life isn't fair. I start to ask this sort of question. Okay, this happens, right? How I can overcome this position? What I have to do, I don't come up this sort of question in the future. And also, what is lesson to learn from this question, problem, which is most important thing for me at this point when I reach. At the end of this question and answer session, I become much happier person. I do know where I want to go. I do know what I want to be in the future. The point I want to reach is the most important thing for me at that point in my life. I would like to finish my speech, Albert Einstein again. He said, stop questioning. When I realized that, when I stop questioning, I give up fighting. Never give up fighting. Life goes on. Thank you very much.